Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, yay.
Hey, it's Gabby the Game Night here, and I am back playing some more ATHENA Dual Desert Man Biz, and we are going in the final case because Athena is getting charged for murder.
No one can escape their past.
And no one can escape the past. Blood.
It's an anime now?
It's an anime now? That's a lot of blood. That's and a katana.
The sins we've committed and the sadness we've caused.
Katana. It's me, Blackbird. I'm gonna slash something. I caused the blood, I guess. I'm the blood causer. That's my name.
No matter how far we run, our past remains. As ever present as the moon in the sky.
It's so present. Hi, I'm Apollo. I'm ore farming. In the destroyed courtroom. This is all I've been doing the whole case. Is ore farming here. Look at that moon.
Looks like Mumra from Thundercats.
We're going to the moon this case. Ace Attorney on the moon.
Space Attorney. It looms in wait for the day when we are forced to face it.
The destroyed courtroom.
But only in doing so can we truly make peace and move on in hope towards tomorrow. Yo, is Phoenix and Apollo going to work together on this case? Be in the courtroom together?
That'd be awesome.
The Phoenix and Apollo circle jerk?
I think I saw Edgeworth's profile for this case. So I think he's coming back.
Are they going to be edging during their circle jerk?
God damn it. Fucking.
They took Athena from the courtroom straight to the station. She's probably being questioned this very moment.
Hey, it's me, Apollo. I remember when life used to be happy.
After this past year, I took it for granted that those two would always be here. But now Apollo has gone off on his own to seek his own truth. And my pursuit of the truth only ended up with Athena becoming the new suspect. Some boss I turned out to be.
It's even quieter in here than usual.
Yeah, seems so empty too.
I just don't get it, Daddy. All your reasoning during the trial seemed perfectly solid.
Yeah, and I still believe it was, at least based on what we know.
But now Athena is the one who's being accused.
During the trial for the bombing and murder that occurred at the Cosmos Space Center.
Maybe a recap on this because
the lighter used by the real culprit was found. This lighter proved the defendant, Solomon Starbuck, innocent. But Athena's prints were found on it instead. And she was subsequently arrested for the murder.
But Athena couldn't have done it. It just doesn't make any sense.
No, none of it does. I've been racking my brain, but I just can't figure it out. Ugh! Where's the flaw in my reasoning? What have I gotten wrong in this case?
You know, Daddy, if Athena was here, she wouldn't just be sitting around thinking. She'd be out there doing something. You are going to defend Athena, right, Daddy?
Of course I will. And thanks, Trucy. I needed that push. Trucy's right. The trial's tomorrow. There's no time to waste. If I'm going to prove Athena's innocence, I'd better get out there and find some evidence.
Off we go, then. We're on a hunt for evidence that'll prove Athena's innocence.
Great. But before we go, I'd better tidy up the evidence I have on hand.
Oh my god, Fushi is getting screen time?
Athena's probably still in the middle of being questioned. So Trucy's right. The thing to start with is talking to people at the Space Center.
Let's go to the Space Center. I wonder who's the Phantom.
Do
I
what?
assume the Phantom is gonna be the major player at the end of this. The so-called Phantom that Blackwell's been chasing.
Yeah.
Like, who is it?
Director Cosmos, do you have a minute?
Ugh. I'll do this voice again. Galactic scooter, full speed ahead. I'm leaving. And I'm catching.
Director! He scooted away.
His expression changed the instant he saw you, Daddy.
Yeah, well, I dragged his name through the mud pretty good at the shower earlier today.
Darn, sucks for him. I hope my best.
Yo, it's the dragon!
Yo, I'm the dragon!
Thing.
Dragon. Walk the dragon.
It's almost like a big snail.
Dragon. Reminds me of a seahorse.
It's a seahorse snail. It's a snail horse. We were here only yesterday. Oh, hey!
Thank God, less voice for me, dude.
Mr. Starbuck, you've been released, huh? Yup, and I came straight here. This is all thanks to you and your team, Mr. Wright. It was nice of her to murder that guy, so I didn't have to get accused of it. You've given me a second chance to fly into space again, and I have no remorse or memories or anything else of my dead partner. I'm just ready to get going. I can't thank you enough. Except... What's wrong? I thought I'd be happy to be
I mean, my friend is dead, and
As I was coming out of the detention center, I saw Miss Sykes. He saw Athena? I was at a loss for words. I didn't know what to say to the poor girl. And then, you know what? She flashed a peace sign at me. Congratulations on your acquittal, she said. Now you can go back into space someday. Yeah, it sounds like Athena. I can just picture it. But I saw her eyes. They were red and swollen from crying. She's got to be suffering. She must be so worried. And yet she went out of her way to be nice and give me that big smile.
she held back her own tears so she could give someone else a smile. That's so Athena.
There's no question about it. That girl is innocent. Please, Mr. Wright, you have to make sure she goes free. And then they can put me in prison instead. I don't mind. Can't have that either, Mr. Starbuck. Don't worry, Mr. Starbuck. I'm going to give her the very best defense I can. I promise to get her acquitted, just like I did for you. I know she'll be alright with you in her corner. I know you'll never give up on her. Apollo has a fine boss to look up to.
Yeah. Where is Apollo?
Off on his own journey.
I want to know what he thinks of all this.
I still can't believe Launchpad 1 was switched with the Space Museum. What could have made Director Cosmos do such a thing? I haven't the foggiest idea. So there never was going to be a launch that day, not from the very beginning. I wonder if Clay knew. I imagine he must have. Surely he would have noticed when you went to board the rocket. It's pathetic to think I was the only one who got taken in. Well, I guess that's about how it goes when you're worth less than space debris.
Is he going to be alright, Daddy? His expression looks as dark as a black hole.
I'm standing right here, you know. You could talk to me.
No.
Well, that's just how he is. Mr. Starbuck, do you remember anything about the murderer? Not really. I only saw a shadowy figure in the dark after all. Yeah, I guess it was a little too much to hope for. Hey, I heard something from the police, though. They said they never did find a 10 caliber gun down that trash chute. Just as I thought. Culprit must have carried it away with them when they escaped.
So the person you saw holding a gun. So is the person you saw holding a gun, Mr. Starbuck? Where?
I couldn't really tell. But it wasn't Athena, right? Could you tell if the person was male or female, tall or short? I can't even tell you that much. Man, I'm useless.
Kinda.
When the culprit opened the door and some light came in, I should have been able to see. The door? Yeah. Door! Door! As I recall, they opened this door here as they made their escape.
The door to Launchpad 1, right?
Yeah, except right now the door leads to the Space Museum. You mean Launchpad and the Space Museum are switched right now? Yeah, they're trying to investigate the theory you came up with in court. So they're recreating the conditions, huh? I'd like to see what's beyond that door now. Mr. Starbuck, could you open this door for us? Sure, just let me have my print scanned here. Do the launch pads get switched back and forth a lot? Well, back when the Space Museum was Launch Pad 2, they used to switch the pads around at times. But these days, Launch Pad 2 is only used as a tourist attraction, right? Oh, did I just do that as Phoenix?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But fuck it, that's Starbucks dialogue in our version.
Mm-hmm.
Because quite frankly, the Space Center needs the money. I hear you. Times sure are tough. Monty got enough problems of her own, man.
Dad, let's go check out what's beyond that door.
Sure, let's go. Hey, why don't I come along? I can show you around.
No, thank you. Leaf! Leaf!
Yeah.
Make like a tree and leaf!
That's literally the only thing I can even click on in here.
Leaf!
No, I can click on that at least. I kind of have stuff to investigate.
Leaf!
Huh? I wonder what these dead leaves are doing here.
Dead leaves! They murdered the leaves too! Maybe they're stuck at the bottom of somebody's shoes.
Turnabout leaf killer. Turnabout leaf killer.
There are lots of trees around the Space Center.
She's right. It's a modern state-of-the-art building, but it's surrounded by trees. Feels like we're in like upstate New York. I know there's no space centers there, but
I mean, the Phantom can't be all black or white. She has an alibi during the murder, right? She was outside and she was like seen before the murder, right?
I don't know about her alibi. I did consider she might have something to do with the case, but I don't know that
I hope
she's
she's
the
not
killer.
the Phantom because she seems cool.
I don't know. If they were stuck at the bottom of somebody's shoes, wouldn't they look more crushed up? These don't look like they've been stepped on.
Maybe there's some kind of secret hatch in the corridor, and they came in that way.
Not everything is set up like a magician's stage, you know.
We get to investigate a magician's stage in the next game.
So this is another one of those devices for opening the door, huh? Yup, but this one doesn't require fingerprint verification. You just hit the button and open sesame.
It has the fingerprint thing just for fun. So when your enclave went through here, you didn't need to show your prints either?
That's right, Trucy. Just like how the culprit didn't need to scan their prints when they escaped back out of the Space Museum corridor into boarding lounge 2. Well, I don't see anything else that jumps out at me. And I imagine this corridor was built exactly like the Launchpad 1 corridor. Why do we need him to come with us to show us around? That's all we were doing?
Who knows? I
Well,
guess let's go to Space
bye.
Museum.
Can't.
Oh. Do you have to show him anything? You wanna see a lighter?
Do you know anything about this piece of evidence?
No. Okay, well, have fun. I am back. Course director showing my good name. Voice coursing full speed away.
Director Cosmos, wait!
Please keep running away. I'll hand this, Daddy. Take that. Gah! The operating system has been compromised.
Trucy's knife throw is a direct hit to one of his
Oh
tires.
yeah. Good job, Trucy. And the streak continues.
Maybe I should have kept a closer watch on what tricks she's been practicing.
Trucy can murder a man with a knife, though. Trucy is the killer. My dear battleship, we fought many a skirmish together. It has been an honor. Daddy's going to blow that thing up.
Nah, I bet all that button will do is make it go haywire again.
Very well, I surrender. As a prisoner of war, I expect to be treated honorably. Please don't talk much.
Director Cosmos, when you were talking in court about switching the launch pads, you used your right to remain silent about the reason as to why. I'd like Director Cosmos to tell us why he switched the 2 launch pads to begin with. No, I redid Phoenix.
I can't. I accept my right to remain silent.
Unless you want to go through the
But I
trouble
must say,
editing our previous
I had
commentary over
retired.
this.
I was only doing what I could to keep my men from getting caught in that blast. I should know the cosmos is shrouded in mystery, but I don't have any secrets left. Now that my battleship has been destroyed, I have been taken prisoner. Psyche locks. Only 3 of them.
Psyche locks. Those kooky, crazy, wacky psyche locks. No secrets left, huh? I beg to differ. Looks like I'll have to undo his psyche locks if I want to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, you have to undo my psyche locks if you want to get to the bottom of this. But you won't.
I don't know. I gotta give it a try.
Break up, be like, oh no, psyche locks. And I'm gonna win because
I want you to tell me everything you're hiding about the switching of the 2 launch pads.
I refuse, you can't make me. I can hold out longer than anyone.
I hope I never get like this when I'm old. Now let's see where to start. This is how you explained your motive for switching the launch pads. You did it. Since when do we have text options in psyche
You
locks?
save the astronauts? You kind of said that.
Yeah, I know, but since when is this psyche locks?
I mean, sometimes you do.
Thanks to you switching the launch pads, the astronauts escaped injury from the blast. Instead, they safely boarded the museum's rocket far away from the actual explosion.
Astronauts have been going on all that adventure in space. I report had them board a fake rocket without them noticing.
I agree you couldn't have done it without help. For one, they would have figured it out the instant they stepped into the Space Museum. You figured you could fool Mr. Starbuck once he'd been drugged with his medication, but without the help of this person, it would have been impossible to pull your plan off.
Without the help of Juniper Boy!
You must have gotten Mr. Terran to help you.
Ugh!
He stole the tranquilizers from his mentor's locker and slipped them to him.
Oh, yes, obviously.
And then, with Mr. Starbuck in a daze, they boarded the replica rocket in the museum.
Ah! Someone please help this poor prisoner!
How was he able to spin around like that?
You spin me right round, spin me right
If you
round.
really wanted to save the astronauts' lives, shouldn't you have just called off the launch?
I could have done that. Do you think I would have gotten through all that trouble?
Guess he must have had a compelling reason why he couldn't call it off. But how did you know to switch the pads in advance of the bombing incident?
Well, that's because I was warned in advance. Once I received that warning, it was my duty to ensure the astronauts' safety.
But it was just a warning. It could even have been a prank. Why did you believe in it so completely?
Because of mediums that everyone's talking about these days.
Oh, I didn't realize channeling was back in vogue. Besides, I thought it was you yourself that got the warning via telephone.
Yes, that's right. The bomber contacted me personally. My battleship is equipped with a special advanced communication system, you see.
A.k.a. a regular old telephone.
Very well, planning another launch, I see you haven't armed. I'll never forget the terror I felt when I received that call.
The bomber said it's been a while, and that was enough to make you take the threat seriously? Perhaps Director Cosmos took the threat so seriously because the Space Center had been involved in a bombing once before? Maybe. The culprit in the current case is the same person who's involved in this incident.
The Hat 1 miracle. The quote normal full bombing will just tattoo me.
Yeah, and the Hat 2 bombing is what we're literally talking about, right?
Yeah.
The Hat 1 miracle, that epic story of survival. People across the nation know it now as a heroic tale of bravery. But in truth, it was an act of sabotage perpetrated by our current killer, wasn't it? Very few knew about the previous plot, so when the caller said, "It's been a while," you knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that the danger was real and it wasn't a prank.
Ah! You never tell you go easy on ex-servicemen! Yes, our miracle really was a desperate battle against an act of sabotage. I've lost a life one of my staff members in the fight.
Sabotage, murder. So this is the ugly truth behind the Hat 1 miracle.
I had my guard down. I thought the saboteur had been caught, and that the case was closed.
Wait a minute. The murder at the space station 7 years ago? This must be the person Dr. Cosmos thought was the culprit.
Blackwell? Bills. What? Who else murdered someone and is convicted that I know of? Or was convicted?
I didn't realize it was at the Space Center. I somehow missed that. But Simon Blackwell, the murder suspect in a case that happened here 7 years ago. The place and time of the two incidents, the murder and the sabotage, were the same. So you thought that he committed both crimes? But while Prosecutor Blackwell was behind bars, you got another threatening call. If the culprit this time is the same as 7 years ago, then it isn't Simon Blackwell. Realizing that, you were shaken. It meant the true culprit's been running free all this time.
Ah! You keep seeing straight through me!
That was like the easiest psyche locks to break ever.
Yeah. The psyche locks in this game. Nothing in this game has been particularly difficult.
The reason why Director Cosmos won't talk about why he switched the launch pads is connected to the truth behind the Hat 1 miracle. The sabotage and murder that happened at the Space Center 7 years ago. Director Cosmos, tell us what you're hiding.
If you really want to understand the reason I decided to switch the launch pads, I have to start with the story of that horrible nightmare from 7 years ago.
7 years ago. You mean the so-called Hat 1 miracle?
Yeah, so what we're talking about. The launch went smoothly once the ship entered outer space. Then the troubles began. There's all the handiwork of a certain person and their evil scheme.
So Mr. Starbuck's traumatic experience wasn't accidental.
Not only that, but before the launch, a very valuable piece of moon rock was stolen. But that wasn't the worst of it. One of my staff members was murdered. Wow, I had no idea such awful events were behind that exciting story of space heroism. All that inspired the Space Center having the very strict security in those days. All personnel effects were examined thoroughly, coming or going. Crime smuggled with or deep through those checkpoints.
So, do you have any clue about who was responsible for the sabotage?
At the very least, I know it wasn't Simon Blackwell. I don't know enough to identify the true culprit, but it's clear what that person is. To put it simply, a spy. Spy? In someone who infiltrates a foreign country? Carries out dangerous missions? And always gets the goal?
Someone's watching way too many late-night movies. Well, I guess if we're talking about blowing up a rocket and stealing research material, it's not all that surprising that a spy could be behind it all.
Make no mistake, there's a cutthroat rivalry between nations in the space R&D base. Some try to outdo others by any means possible, even deliberate obstruction. 7 years ago, we got called for the launch, warning us of sabotage.
The same MO as this time.
Yes, I thought the perpetrator had been caught, but it looks like I was wrong. Prosecutor Blackwell seems more like a ninja than a spy, don't you think?
More like a samurai. It's basically the same thing.
There's good reason we failed to find the real spy. A massive cover-up by the government. Government officials were too embarrassed to admit they allowed such a thing to happen at the hands of a spy.
Don't tell me they made the police rush the investigation.
They did indeed. And then to cover up the sabotage, they cleaned up the story.
And that was the Hat 1 miracle, wasn't it? But then 7 years later, the same MO, advance warning of sabotage. That must have been the director's reason for switching the launch pads. 7 years ago, the spy gave you advance warning of their plans, just like this time. That was what made you decide to switch the launch pads, wasn't it?
That's right. The coroner knew the facts of the case 7 years ago, despite the cover-up. They knew about the sabotage, the moon rock, the murder. And they said, "You don't want things to go like they did 7 years ago, do you?" I immediately thought of calling off the launch, but the government wouldn't let me. We don't give in to the likes of terrorists. We must proceed with our country's honor. It's quite a moving speech, actually.
Moving, really? Maybe if you're easily inspired by political talking points.
I knew the truth. We had been warned, which meant the danger was very real. I knew there was no way to stop the spy. No matter what I did, they would find a way. That's why I switched the launch pads and staged the moving rescue scene. First, I snuck into the center the night before and switched the launch pads. That way, the astronauts would go from Boeing Lounge 1 to the Space Museum. Then I put a closed for a parasite at the door of Launch Pad 1, Boeing Lounge 2.
You did that so normal visitors wouldn't enter, right? What else did you do?
And this is the help of several staff members, including Terran.
But you didn't let Mr. Starbuck in on it.
I've already been through enough. He's no good at lying to keep a secret. Afraid I had no choice but to have him drugged. The plan went well until... Stab, stab. Please murder, huh?
That's a big zipper.
Yeah, it is indeed a big zipper. After the culprit made their escape, I switched the launch pads back. I did it in such a way that no one would find out, but after all that effort, Terran is dead and the hat too is destroyed. And the Hope capsule, which had returned to us only recently, was also lost in that blast. My home, the center of the cosmos. My beautiful Cosmos Space Center is done for!
Wait, what do you mean by the Hope capsule was lost in that blast?
Yeah, don't we have the Hope capsule?
I thought that the Hope capsule was found at the crime scene with Mr. Terran. It had just been brought back by the Hope space probe with asteroid samples inside. So what kind of samples are they? What's in them?
Samples are scheduled for analysis in the near future. I've had time since they just came back the day before Terran's murder. The capsule is being held safe in Launch Pad 1. They gave it a turn before the incident so it won't be destroyed in an explosion. The idea was that, with it safely in Terran's possession, he could make it look like he rescued it during the stage's miraculous escape. But our present research materials end up lost to that explosion anyway. But I thought Clay was supposed to keep it safe. You misunderstand. The launch pad explosion wasn't the one the capsule was lost to. The lost have the police confiscated it as evidence. There's the Colon bombing from the other day. The capsule was there and they put him as evidence, and it was blown to smithereens.
Yet another casualty of that blast.
Ultimately, an culprit may have known about the switching of the launch pads.
Well, how?
Police found Wright having a device during their investigation today. I broke aboard my battleship, tapped my advanced communication system.
Oh, wire on that phone?
Yes, a wire on this very phone. I used the phone to give instruction to my staff about the launch pad switch. Just a few selected members who knew about the plan. Just before the incident, staff members were coming in and out of Launch Pad 1. The culprit probably slipped in with them amid the confusion.
And planted the bomb, then. Yes, if they were tapping your phone, they definitely could pull something like that off. So you really think the same spy is behind this incident in the one 7 years ago?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
Then this spy must be the phantom Prosecutor Blackwell has been chasing.
But Prosecutor Blackwell told me once. The hunt I've been on for the phantom of 7 years past continues even still. For starters, that case happened right at this very space center too. So if we can find this phantom...
That's right. We can clear Athena's name. And then there's the matter of Prosecutor Blackwell, too.
What about him?
Well, if the culprit of 7 years ago is the same person as in the current incident, it would mean Prosecutor Blackwell is innocent. That's still an if, though.
I wonder how dangerous that guy would be in a coat without handcuffs. But if we're going on a ghost hunt, count me in. It's all over for me. Spin, spin, roll, roll. I'm done for. The center of the cosmos is doomed. You think he's going to be alright, Daddy?
Well, at least he'll be in good company. There must be planets out there he can spin with. Which reminds me, I'd like to delve a little deeper into the Hat 1 mission, too.
If you want to learn more, start with the Space Museum. The Hat 1, oh, don't mind me, I'll just...
There's a Hat 1 exhibit in there. How hard was that to remember?
Oh, don't mind me, I'll just keep spinning here and see how the cosmos unfolds. It's like he achieved spiritual enlightenment or something.
I'm sure he'll stop when he gets dizzy. Let's go visit the Space Museum.
You spin me right round, spin me right round. Like a pizza tower. Fucking... It's the Cosmos Space Center.
Yeah.
Space Museum.
That's where they said to go.
Yeah. Let's see. Where's the exhibit on the lawn 7 years ago?
There. That's the Hat 1 exhibit.
Oh wow, look at that photo of the team. Well, if it's anyone on that team, if the Phantom is anyone here, there's really only one person it could be.
There's Clay and Mr. Starbuck, Director Cosmos, Ara Blackwell, and even Ponko. But I've never seen the woman on the right before.
But it looks so happy. Well, except for Director Cosmos.
Let's check out the newspaper article, too. Yeah, I can't read any of that, sorry. Hat 1 launch imminent, and there's a photo of... Huh?
I can read the.
If you say so. Hat 1 launch imminent, and there's a photo of the Hope space probe. I guess it's only natural it doesn't talk about the murder or the sabotage. Samurai. Why is there a samurai sword there at Space Center?
I don't know. They really will keeping it a secret, just like the director said. Hey, take a look at that jacket.
It must be the Hat 1 team's uniform jacket. It's the same design as the one Apollo was wearing and the one that belonged to Clay.
Actual jacket worn by a Hat 1 team member, it says.
Not a replica, huh? I wonder if it was Mr. Starbucks. Hello?
Oh, hi, General.
Oh, Miss Woods, what brings you here?
I heard Athena got arrested, so I have been looking for you, Mr. Wright. I thought you might be here at the scene. I may sound a little more British now, but don't mind that.
You must be so worried, but rest assured I'm doing my very best to defend her.
Athena's going through such a hard time. I hope she doesn't lose heart. Even just coming back to this place must have been really difficult for her.
You mean the Cosmos Space Center?
What, you didn't know? She used to live here when she was a little girl.
She did? No, I didn't know. No wonder she knew so much. Miss Woods, could you tell me more in detail? Do we have to talk to her?
Yes.
It's like my worst voice.
Athena's mom worked here. If I remember right, she was a doctor of psychology or something like that.
But why was a psychology specialist working at a space research facility?
I don't really know. But I do know that she lived and worked here, so Athena lived here too.
So it was far from Athena's first time here. I wonder why she didn't mention it.
She probably didn't want to talk about it. This place is connected to a very sad memory for her.
A sad memory? Can you tell me about it?
There was a terrible incident here. It was 7 years ago.
Same time frame as the Hat 1 launch.
Athena's mom in the robotics lab. She was murdered.
Damn. What?
After it happened, Athena stopped coming to school.
Poor Athena, and all this time she never let on at all.
I was so worried about her. I came here so many times hoping to see her.
Rocket ship.
But I never saw her again. After a while, we started exchanging letters. but I didn't get to see her face to face for 7 long years.
And so the first time you'd seen her in 7 years was during Professor Court's case?
That's right, and I was so surprised. She was like a completely different person, so cheerful and happy.
What was Athena like as a child?
She was very sensitive and kind. She didn't talk very much. She liked to draw and paint at home.
That's completely different from the Athena we know now. I can't even picture it.
She never left the Space Center much because she was very sensitive to other people's emotions. When she went to crowded places, she'd get dizzy from all the emotions flying around.
Must be hard to hear people's hearts as well as their voices.
She always wore these big, heavy-looking headphones. She said her mother made them for her as part of her research.
Huh, I wonder what kind of research it was.
Because of her special ability, Athena couldn't handle being in school very often, and I was always out sick because of my weak constitution. Maybe that's why we became such good friends. We used to play together here at the Space Center a lot. It brings back memories.
Sounds like Athena's mother played a big role here at the Space Center. Ooh, Daddy, show her that picture.
Atta girl. Good idea. How do I show her that picture? What?
There you go, present.
Oh, my bad. I'm stupid.
No, you know.
So I just click this. I can't go to specific ones, right?
Yeah, that's show it.
Ms. Woods, could you take a look at this for me?
Oh, look, there's Athena's mom. The woman on the far right, the one in the kimono. That's Dr. Meta Sykes.
Athena's mother's murder. Did it by any chance have any connection to the Hat 1 launch?
What? Yes, it did. As I recall, it happened on the day before the launch.
Just as I suspected.
That wasn't the worst of it. All my staff members were murdered.
So this is the murder Director Cosmos was talking about. Does that mean that the crime prosecutor Blackwell was convicted of is the murder of Athena's mother?
Damn.
There's a chance her death is somehow connected to the current case.
There is?
Thank you for all your help, Miss Woods, and please try not to worry. I won't let anything happen to Athena.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. I know you'll take good care of her.
So we need to investigate the robotics lab? The robotics lab, and also talk to Athena. We've got our plates full, Daddy. I hope we can fit it all in for the day is through.
The detention center first, then. We have to see Athena before visiting hours are over.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Lawyer, fancy meeting you.
Oh, hello, Detective Fulbright. Here on business?
Dude of the truth, I'm here to interview Ted Tony.
The one behind the courtroom bombing incident?
He's on his A's, ready to tell the truth about that case. And what he's saying is so incredible, I had to come right over to hear more.
Can we join you?
Incredible? What was he saying? What are you thinking about it for yourself?
Really? Us? Are you sure?
I give you my special mission. Oh, guys, you gotta talk in. I don't know his voice. Here comes the bomber now.
Here come the bomber. Here come the
I
bomber.
genuinely have
Order
no
in the
idea what his
courtroom.
voice
Here
is.
come the bomber.
I'm not ready to do freaking dialogue for him.
Okay, we wrap this episode up real quick. We take a look at his voice and we come back for a new episode.
Sure. Sounds good.
I mean, if you want, we could, like, okay.
Thanks for this episode, guys. Again, like, because I have Vision World Bonnie.
That's so Athena.
Good night.
Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, yay. Come on and watch her play. New games every other day. If you subscribe now, you won't miss out on any of the action. So come on, click that subscribe button.